We're up here on the top. It's the Spaulding Cemetery on Old House Branch on Jennies Creek. And if you can see down there, that's where we came from. That is the Salmons Cemetery. And you have to walk up that path and come up here. And here are some Thomases. We got a Benny Thomas and Gladys. And I think this is Burbage Thomas, Benny's dad. And we believe this is Betty. And when we got up here, there's this humongous tree that's fell down. And it came and annihilized the bench there, killed it. And there's some old graves. There's trees all over the place up here. This is on the very top. And we're just above Kelly and Odessa Messer's graves. You would go down that way to get to their graves. And like I said, the bench got it. And there's
Spaulding and Salmons.
Yeah, lots of old graves.
Workmen.
We've been trying to map it out and see if we see anything new. Every time we go to one, we see something else, don't we?
Destruction.
Well, not destruction, but something new.
Yeah, show them Emery Field.
Yeah, Emery. Trying to not step on anybody. But here's Emery. He fought in the war and in World War II and lost his life there. And he's up here.
He got killed in France.
Yeah, I think so. And then the rest of his Fields family goes out this way. And see, there's a big tree down on that section. And
probably knocked over, is it Haskell?
Haskell at the end. Haskell's big stone. He has a big stone like the Mead one up here. Got knocked down. We were sitting here trying to figure these two out. See this stone here and here? I believe that was May Salmons. It's got a little bit on it, right? That we can make out.
M. Salmons, 1935. That has the same year and name as that one.
And this is May Salmons. We believe these two were made. These were the originals. We think, or Zach says, he thinks this is May's headstone and then her footstone. And they laid them over the bank where we thought it was like new stones or new graves.
Neither one of these are in the ground. They're just...
Yeah, they've always laid there every time we've come up here. That's an Abraham Mead and his wife Rhoda. I can't remember. What is she? A Spaulding?
No.
Spaulding, I think. It's one of those. There's some workmen's back here. That John and Pricey Spaulding. Let me see if I can walk back here. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the sun. You're going to get blinded. It's starting to go down about now. Yeah, here we go. This is John. He's got 1868 to 1941. And then Price, she was a Jude, right?
Yeah.
She is 1871 to 1951.
And I don't think we ever did figure out who that workman was.
There's a John B. Workman beside them, 1901 to 65. We're not quite sure who he is. There was one, we had the sun hitting just right up here earlier. LD. That's this one right here. There's a few that's got initials. There was an AS, I remember. And anyhow, you can see that huge tree right there. And then there's another branch that I think fell off of this tree up here that's laying here. It just missed this row.
John and Pricey's original stones are behind this big tree over here.
Yeah. Oh, was there any writing on those? Ooh, I think I just see initials.
Yeah, this side here.
I see PS.
These are just discarded over here. This was Pricey's. It's PS. And then John's was...
There's a huge one there.
I saw John's the other year when I was looking at them.
That may have been... Ugh, I don't know if you can pick that up. That one's thick. It's hard to tell where it's at now.
We got pictures of it the other year.
Yeah. There's a little girl here named Linda Spaulding. 1953. Hey, stand right over there again. You could read it when you stood there. Let's see. It's got 1955.
55.
9. It's a 9 because there's a line right there.
She's the one we can't
sorry.
figure out. It was 1935 to 55. Remember I said she was 20?
Oh, yeah.
And we haven't been able to figure out who she was yet.
Oh, it is a 5. Crap, okay. Finger read it. Yeah, it's coming right off the top of your head, isn't it, Zach? I told you, I ain't up to snuff this year. But, yeah, we've been...
Right for her to be John and Pricey's daughter?
What'd you say, 1935? I don't know. Maybe granddaughter, because Pricey was born in 71. She's got to be related, though. So, yeah. And then there's one there. Well, wait a minute. What was her name?
Linda.
Oh, and then there's a Janice. That's about the same.
She was born about 20 years after her. So wasn't she 30?
If anybody knows, please help us out on this cemetery. Those dogs have been barking the whole time we've been up here. I'm not sure what they're after. But I think I'll put it on hold. And then we're going to walk down to the Salmons part of the cemetery. Okay, we're just down from the Spaulding cemetery now. And here are about 4 little ward babies. And they were Arthur and Lily Salmons Ward's children. One of them actually has Manuel on it. That's the one the sun's hitting really nice.
Manuel, Garland,
yeah,
Gladys.
Yeah.
Another M, I think.
Yeah, I think that's there was 3 boys and a girl.
But this was their grandma, right? Mary Napier?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, Mary.
Mary, yeah. She died at, what was that?
Spencer Hospital.
Spencer.
Somewhere, was it Rowan? However you say it.
Yeah, Spencer Hospital. And then down there is Millard, her son. He's the next one down. He's got like the same type of stone that she's got. And there's a rock in between that we're assuming is a family member. For her? I don't believe so. I don't know. We stomp around. Well, we don't stomp. But we look around and see if we can find footstones and things like that. This is more workman's here. William, that's Walter Workman, and Lou Parsley and William Workman. They were in a car wreck, and that's why both of them died in 1972. And we have Ola Workman Brewer. She married a Wilson Brewer, wasn't it?
Over on the left fork.
Yeah.
He's buried in.
And then Billy Ray, is that her?
That's their son. Her
son, yeah. And then you've got the older part of the cemetery coming up here. There's a few graves on the right here going out in like a wing. That's Thomas's. Arthur.
That Goldie Thomas.
Yeah, more.
Ryan P. Rose that we can't figure out.
Yeah, there's a Ryan P. Rose. We don't know. There's Compton grave there. This is an old stone that's got
EZS.
Oh, this is upside down, but it's EZS on it. And there used to be a footstone for him. I
think it's underneath of it.
20 years ago, I had a picture of both of them standing. Down below is here are B. Carter and Louisa Salmons. She was a brewer.
These are all Newsons.
Who is that one?
Howard Fields.
Howard Fields. I always had trouble reading that one.
These are Newsons.
Yeah, there's a whole row of Newsoms here. Joe Newsom and Francis. And then their children. And then we have see if I can get it to where you can see it and not have a glare.
That's Louisa.
This is, yeah, Louisa Brewer. And who was her parents? It wasn't old Dave Brewer, was it?
No.
But this is Bailey Carter Salmons. He married my great-grandma first. They had 3 children. They got divorced. And then he married Louisa. And then Margaret over here to the left of him is his daughter, their daughter. And she married Andy Messer. And he's right there on the end. And then there's a few older graves up behind them. You can always tell the older ones by the shape of the stones. The ones with those little bumps on the top.
This was her original we found the first time we came up here, it was covered in snow.
Yeah.
Then we came back the year later and we found this was her original.
It's only got year dates on these stones for Andy and Margaret, but this one had all kinds of information.
You can see it pretty good there, actually.
So we got them. Oh yeah, look at it.
1936, I think. That's what we said.
Yeah, I see the 36 down there at the bottom. Oh, okay. And then the sun's messing with me.
And these are horns.
We never have. There's 2 wonderful stones right here. They're poured ones just like Andy and Margaret's. So I'm going to have to look into if it's possible family members since they're so
like
simple.
kid size almost.
Yeah, and they've got the footstones with them. And then you've got a row with the reedies and a horn. Charlie Horn. And then, what is up here?
I think these are Paul and Scotty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Horn, Scotty,
I think
and
they were all brothers, if I'm not mistaken.
Charles Richard and Brenda Lorraine. And then there's...
You can kind of see it.
And actually, if you look let's see if I can zoom in. If you look way down there, down at the base of... That's an Ernie Fields, isn't it?
His wife, Madeline.
And his wife, Madeline. And then down below them is a...
George Jackson.
George W. Jackson and
Alex
Plista
Salmons.
and Alex Salmons, her brother.
Who's the one out
There's a
there?
couple of others.
Griffith. Lonzo Griffith.
Oh, where am I at? I'm all over the place.
Lonzo Griffith and his wife, Linda.
Okay, yeah. But George Jackson used to live down here at the base of the road. And I guess he wasn't one of the first ones that got put up here. But I guess mostly the cemetery is identified by his name. Okay, and then there was one stone down here. I'll show you when we get there. It's a question on us. Okay, there's a few old stones. It's always been in the bushes and shrubs every time we came up, but it's about 3 of them. And they were separated. I remember 2 being side by side and then one being at the foot or something, but now they're all kind of gathered together. But there is, you can't see it now. When the sun was shining, you could see it. There's one right in here. It's a tall pillar stone. And it's got, Remember Me, Cy Nicholas?
Yeah.
And that used to be the way I would come up here back 20 years ago. There was 2 4-wheeler tracks that went right by it. And we have never figured out who he is.
There's no dates or anything on it.
Nope, just Remember Me. And it's on one of those sandstone ones that kind of like disintegrates as you rub it. So you can't rub it. But anyhow, we're getting ready to head out of here. We gotta walk down this way. That path takes you to George Jackson Cemetery. But we go this way to go down to the base. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Tell them bye, Zach.
Bye.
Bye.